Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Dirt 2 glove, available at RevZilla.com. New for 2014, the Dirt 2 is an overhaul of a classically styled hot weather, warm weather, dual sport glove. You'll see in front of me, I have the original Dirt glove right down here, which is really a mixture of mesh and leather. This glove is almost completely different, positioned very similarly for warm to hot weather riding, but really has much more of a dual sport and touring feel now. I like everything they've done with it. I think they've taken a huge leap forward with it from both style, comfort, and protection. I'm going to walk you through it here in just a sec. Now, if you look at it, one color only, sizes up to 3X, and the fitment's going to be decidedly American. This has been consistent over the last few years with REV'IT gloves. So if I'm wearing a size large, I wear large in First Care, I wear large in Icon. No surprises, they've really homed in on the American fit for our hand sizes and shapes. No surprises there. Remember, we're going to ship for free, and I'd love to hear your gut reaction as I walk through all of the changes here. Click here, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. Now, looking at it, you're going to see a mixture of air mesh for breathability. There's your hot weather component. And you're going to see a mixture of protection both in cowhide and goat skin for durability that is then joined with some hard parts that give you the protection if you happen to go down. Remember, if you're rocking a GS on the road, this could be a great glove for you for the warmer to hotter times of the year. But if you want to do some light or more intermediate dual sporting, depending on what you're riding, you're going to get a solid amount of flexibility and protection out of this glove as well, and it's going to cool you off and allow you to sweat. So starting with the back and working our way forward, I'm going to call out the changes and the big changes as we go. Notice shorter cuff for this year. The air mesh goes all the way down. They've actually transposed. The mesh used to be on the back of the hand. Now they've swapped the leather and the mesh. You can see it there on my original version to the left. I actually just think aesthetically this is a better looking glove to begin with as well. Quick nitpick here. They've eliminated the reflectivity. I would have loved to seen some piping on top, but it's now the ulna protector here, which is done in reflective. It's that REV'IT logo. You can see there's a lot of temper foam worked into this glove. See it on the outside, laterally on the hand here. Did not have it on the first version. Moving back into the knuckle. Now my knuckle's on a flex panel, which did not exist previously. Still a coated hard shell knuckle, but again, giving some extra temper foam on the back of the wrist or the back of the hand as well for some metacarpal protection. Moving up through the fingers, they've moved these hard part TPUs now. They used to be towards the tips of the fingers. Now they're mid-digitally, giving you extra leather that goes all the way down to that midpoint on the finger, and now the tips are done in mesh. They're going to flow air. And you can see here along the side how everything ties together. Moving into my thumb. Again, I'm going to flip this bad boy over as well. Similarities here on the thumb when it comes to the mesh and leather mix, but then the palm is completely different. Goat skin on the palm. It's going to be a bit more durable, offer great tactile response, but also do better with wet and sweat. Keep that in mind, guys. That's why you see a lot of goat in a lot of palms. Notice pre-curve on the palm here is not something that we wouldn't expect, but it's tied together very differently. On this glove, it had more of, or the original REV'IT Dirt, it had more of that dual comp slider that comes from the street universe. Great for sliding, great for shock. On this glove, they wanted to tie in with flexibility, so we saw some components here with this flexible TPR that we saw in the original Sand 2. Now makes its way over to a large area of EVA or temper foam that's going to be dually stitched in. There's an area of aramid, power aramid, which is a Kevlar derivative behind this for extra protection. But again, big area, even with some scaphoid protection that makes its way all the way over to the wrist. You're also going to notice up the left side here, great blade of the hand or outseam protection with some areas of additional foam, tying it all together, adding some protection there. One of the things they didn't have on the previous version is they had really this control reinforcement area, but there was no foam padding here either. So great vibration dampening, great additional protection, just comfort features here that are baked in that tie in nicely with that protective element. And again, if you look at the cuff design, it's shorter, it's cleaner, it's going to work well with different types of jackets you might be wearing when you're riding. Again, aesthetically, I really like what they've done. The other big piece you're going to see are these gold tipped fingers here. This is the Connect material from REV'IT. Many folks use different GPS devices that are going to have that dual screen where you kind of tap and it clicks. These are for more like an iPhone, where it's going to be that biometric touch or where you need that conductive material. This metallic is going to allow you, without taking your gloves off, to work a touch screen that's like an iPhone or a Samsung or something along those lines. A multi-touch screen that allows you to pinch and do all those components. So again, really well thought out on the REV'IT side. And I'll tell you, just over the $100 mark, they haven't really added that much cost to this glove. It's only gone up a little bit for 2014, and I would wager to say that it's probably going to be one of the more popular, top-of-the-line, aggressive mesh gloves that we're going to see at RevZilla.com, just because it pulls in feature, protection, and function so well. So when you think of road versatility, remember, from a mesh standpoint, you're at the top of the food chain. From here, you'd end up in something like a mid-cuffed SLR, something that's really not mesh-based. When it comes to off-road or dual sport, the Sand 2 is more of an off-road glove. It's a little more hardcore, but it does play in the same family. And if you want to make less of a dual sport investment, you want to just back it off a hair of what you want to spend, look at something like the original Sand, which has been a rock star seller over the years, and folks have had a great experience with it. Remember, the next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com of the Dirt 2. You don't have to take my word for it, nor should you. You should do your own research, but start with my great information. As always, we're going to ship for free over 39 bucks, and if you want to give a Gear Geek a shout, we all wear REV'IT to death here at our office. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Dirt 2. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.